Alright, so this should be a pretty good video on me talking about the El Dorado or the Cibola, the cities of gold, because this effigy stone here, you see how it looks like a mountain, but in the middle here, if you look close, you'll see the X marks the spot, or even the M for Montezuma. And these effigy stones talk about, what's inside the mountain here, what's inside, that a person walking up to it, say right here, would see. There's carvings all throughout this one. That I was looking at it earlier, and I saw sun down in the bottom left here. Do you see how that looks like a sun for Alexander Helios, the sun god of this mine? There's mines all throughout the Americas, but this was supposedly the biggest and one of the oldest mines in the world. That cataclysms happened, and what would be one of the biggest and oldest throughout time that could store things within it. And these rocks, these effigy stones, they talk about it. And this one right here, that at one point it'll look like a spaceship or a bird, but you see that spaceship. Really cool stuff. But the El Dorado, the city of gold, that this mine was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, and it was the wealth of that whole nation. The mermen and the mermaids that I talk about, that were part of the nation, that they processed materials at the coastlines with the terrestrials that were in the same mountains, that they mined aquatic and the terrestrials mined above ground, and they met at the coastlines to process materials. That there was a type of quartz that they mined. There was a blue, like that through one of the cataclysms, this type of blue that you can find throughout the Americas. Absolutely amazing. But those effigies, that you see how it'll look like an eagle's head looking towards the left here and eating, or looking towards the right, and what's in your mouth. Thinking about it, with the one looking to the left here. But these effigy stones, they all talk about it. There's carvings all throughout these, and they had their own type of coinage, just the same way as we have quarters today in the United States that represent the different states. These different cities had coinage that represented their particular city, and I'll show that in other videos, but these were just examples that I had laying around when I found this one. This one's a nice one because it talks about the mine in the mountain with X marks the spot in Montezuma. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff.